Here's an awesome tip that's going to make such a difference to your wedge game. What I want to do is control one swing with my wedge shots. I just want one swing. Now the way I'm going to make the ball go different distances is I'm going to use different clubs. It's almost like cheating, isn't it? I've got a pitching wedge here and I'm out at 115 yards. So the swing that I use here is exactly the same swing as when I move down to 90 yards with my sand wedge. And then I'm going to move forward to 65 yards with my lob wedge. I'm going to use the same swing, and that's key. I'm not trying to get a different feeling. I'm going to use the same swing, just use the loft of the club to generate the different distances. It's such a cool tip, yet not many players practice this away from the tour. Tour pros live and die by these types of things, yet some of you amateurs at home would stand over this shot and just trying to figure something out. Go out and practice your distances. Get on the driving range and practice your distances. Get one swing. So we talk about a swing being there, bang, this position there, holding that finish. Go and work so hard on getting these things right, and believe me, you'll be able to control your distance so much better. I've got 115 yards to the flag, but that's not the only distance I'm interested in. 6 yards short of that flag is a slope that's going to bring the ball back off the green, almost like a false front. Advantage though is 6 yards behind the flag, so that means 121 yards. I've got a bank that's going to spin the ball back to the hole if I hit the shot a little bit far. These are key numbers when I come to hit this shot. I've got to make sure I carry the ball between 115 and 121 yards. If I do that, the ball's going to go close. Real key information. So let's go ahead and hit the first one. I've got the pitching wedge here. Look at the balance there, right on line. That looks pretty good. Let's hit another one. I'm trying to hit exactly the same shot again. Swing's exactly the same. Look at the finish position. It's all over it. So now we've moved down to 90 yards. The nice thing is though, I'm going to use exactly the same action. I'm going to get the swing moving back into this position and I'm holding it in that position. That's what I want to do on all of my wedge shots, get this consistency. Then we can hit it close every time. So let's go ahead, put the same swing on it. Now remember the yardages that I spoke about. I've got 90 yards to the flag, but if I carry the ball 96 or less, back to 90, the ball's going to spin back to the hole. However, if I only carry 84 yards, it's going to come back off the front of the green. So remember those key yardages. Same swing. Like it. Go ahead and hit the next one. Same swing. You can't fail with this technique. If you've worked hard on your technique, then a drill like this and a practice like this is just so simple. Let's move down to 65. So now we come down to the 65 yard distance. Those of you that really have paid attention may have noticed that my last shot was from 90 yards and the shot before that was from 115. I've got 25 yard gaps between the clubs that I'm hitting. Let's go on to the last one. So I've got 65 yards to the flag, but remember that 6 yard difference. So I want to carry this ball either 71 yards or less, and that'll spin back off that slope. If I get it going 59 or less, it could come off the false front. We don't want that to happen. See what we've got. Same swing. That's what I love so much. You can just go ahead, and I know the swing that I want because I've just done it 4 times. Easy. And let's hit the last one. Let's maybe see if we can get this one coming back off that slope a little bit. Anytime you've got a slope behind the flag, don't be afraid to use it. So yeah, there you are. That's the way to control your wedge shots and really become tour standard.